Hey everybody, Chris Bayless here from the Sponsorship Collective. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you all about how to renew your sponsors every year. Check it out. In this video, I'm going to talk all about how to renew your sponsors, what everybody gets wrong, and a really simple 3-step process to renew your sponsors within 30 days of your event, your opportunity, your property, or campaign wrapping. All right. The most important thing to keep in mind, keeping a sponsor is worth 2 new sponsors. People often forget that the most valuable source of revenue, your current sponsors. And people are obsessed with new business growth, finding new sponsors, new leads, and as a result, they miss the most valuable revenue source around, and that is your existing sponsors. So here's what everyone gets wrong, and I mean everyone. You have your event, you have your opportunity, it wraps up, you're exhausted. You wait 3 months, and then you wait 3 more months, and then you send your existing sponsors a package that you just invented without speaking to them, and lo and behold, 50% say, actually, we've already committed our budget elsewhere. But you know what they're really saying? We didn't get good value, and I'm not sure that I want to do this again. But since you didn't ask me for feedback, I didn't give it to you, and therefore the sponsorship package that you just sent me really doesn't meet my needs. I know that you're exhausted after your opportunity, after your property. Think of your property or your event ending 2 weeks after it actually does, because the 2 weeks after your event is the best possible time to lock down your revenue for next year. Okay, that's what you should not do. You should not just send existing sponsors a sponsorship package and just hope they'll renew. So what do you do instead? This. The most important thing you can possibly do in your sponsorship program is create a fulfillment report. This is a list of all the things you promised your sponsors and whether or not you delivered, what quantities you delivered, the quality of your delivery, your valuation before, your valuation after, the media you predicted, and the media you actually got, social media, screenshots of all the cool web traffic, pictures live at the event if you have an in-person part of your property. You want to include feedback from participants and audience, and you really want to map out how well it went. If you drop the ball, you want to talk about that too. And this is something you're going to share with your sponsors within a week of your campaign wrapping up. Once you've created your fulfillment report, you're going to book a feedback meeting with your sponsor, not a pitch meeting. You want to sit down with them and ask them how they think things went. You want to sit down and go over the fulfillment report with them live so that you can hear all the things they hated so that you can fix them. You want to bring out all of the problems or challenges or things that didn't work so that you can talk through them and come up with solutions on the spot. The fact is, you're going to hear the feedback from the sponsor. It's either going to sound like them going through the fulfillment report and telling you exactly what they loved and hated, or it's going to sound like, hey, sorry, we've already committed our budget elsewhere. But you're not going to hear that feedback for 6 months when you realize you're going to miss budget. And now you have a huge amount of revenue to make up for. So build your fulfillment report, reach out to your sponsors and say you want to sit down with them, share your wrap-up report with them, and get some feedback from them about what went well, what didn't go so well, and any improvements they can suggest. It's critically important that you don't treat the feedback meeting like a sales pitch. Your fulfillment report is not a proposal. You have to honor the reason that you've booked this meeting, and you want to show your sponsors that you delivered value and that you're going to be honest if you didn't deliver value. But at the end of your feedback meeting, you have a window, and that is where you can place your offer if you've earned the right to do so. How do you earn the right to offer to pitch again within a week or 2 of your property wrapping up? By providing a fulfillment report and doing what you said you would do, by booking a feedback meeting and hearing all the things they loved and hated. Once you've done that, you've earned the right to say, dear sponsor, this feedback is outstanding. I really appreciate this. If I fix all the things that you said you didn't like, and we double down on all the things you said you did like, Would you be interested in seeing a draft proposal about how that would look? And then you're going to wait to hear what they say. If they say no, now you can address the objection. Well, why not? Because there's probably feedback that they haven't given you yet that you haven't teased out. Remember, you're going to get the negative feedback, whether it's there in person so you can address it or after you submit a proposal. You want it in person so that you can address it. If they say, yes, they would like to see a proposal, then you're going to book a meeting from a meeting, always, to go over the draft proposal. Your proposal then should have an offer that covers pretty much everything you already did with them, minus the things they disliked, and with a little bit more of the things they really liked. And then you're going to offer them the upgrade, either a package worth 50% more that offers tons more of the stuff they said they did like and a few other things that you think might help them achieve their goals, or you're going to offer them a multi-year agreement at the same amount. So you can either have a one-off at 50% more, or you can have the new package with the old pricing if you sign up for a minimum 3 years of working with us. Done in this way, within 30 days of your property wrapping, you should know exactly who's coming back. Now, you may not get checks written within 30 days, but you should have signed agreements and agreed upon proposals so that you know what you can budget for and what your gap will be. The thing that most people miss in these wrap-up meetings and feedback meetings is to ask for a referral. Hey, dear sponsor, I've loved working with you. I'm so happy to hear that this has really worked out. We've agreed I'm going to put together an interesting, like a draft proposal for you, and we're going to go over it together. But could I just ask you, is there anyone else in your network that you think should be at our property, should be involved with us? Ask it just like that. Is there anyone else in your network that you think should be there, who could benefit from being involved with us? And if they say yes, you're simply going to ask, could I ask you for an introduction? If they agree to make an introduction, don't leave it to them. Follow up within 30 minutes of arriving back at the office or ending your Zoom meeting or phone call. You want an introduction immediately. Remember that the best source of future revenue and multi-year agreements and big 6-figure and 7-figure sponsorship, the best source are your current sponsors. It takes 10 times more effort to bring in a new sponsor than to keep an old sponsor or an existing sponsor. And treating existing sponsors like an ATM or a cash machine is the perfect way to destroy your sponsorship program. You want to treat them like royalty. They should be getting a fulfillment report and an opportunity to provide you feedback within days of your property wrapping. If you enjoy this content and you want us to keep making free videos just like this, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and it would mean a lot if you dropped your biggest takeaway down below in the comments, or a strategy or tactic that you're using that you want to share. Drop it down below in the comments as well. And remember, the sponsorship proposal does not make the sale. You do. Good luck out there.